All right. Oh, we live now. I went live a few minutes early. Okay, look, let me rewind. I was supposed to go live at 7 my time, 7 p.m. Pacific time. It's 10 p.m. Eastern. Anyone that's been watching my Twitter feed, it's been a busy day, so I had to push it to basically 8 o'clock. Oh man, so it's been one of those days, dude. Laying down, working on the tile. I wanted to do. I have a few things coming up soon, and I wanted to switch the tile or to tile in my living room, right? And so first I had to go get the tile, then I had to bring it home, and then like unload it and all the shit you gotta do. Dude, I am so exhausted. This copy right here is for you guys, so I could be awake enough for this shit. So, and so far so good with this microphone too, by the way. I mean, I like that it's like right here. I'm not a big fan of it looking like I have a dick in front of my face, but regardless, fun times. I mean, I did fuck up my mohawk. I am straight up buzzed bald. So, fun times, man. Either way, in the desert, you don't want hair. It sucks. People here that have like hairdos and shit work too fucking hard to keep it. It's kind of ridiculous. So yeah. What's up, Sean? Yeah, towel is a motherfucker. This is the last time I do it. 100%. I didn't know I could do it, but it's the last time I do it. Next time I'm paying somebody to do it. Fuck all that. If there's a next time, by the way. Oh shit, MMA gods. Okay, sorry, MMA gods not gonna make it. All right. So of course, everything's on. We talk about whatever you guys want. This is your show. This is your guys' deal. So whatever topics you want to bring up, cool. I just want to talk about the tile because that's the reason I'm an hour. I had to push the show an hour. But MMA wise, we're coming off UFC Vegas 2 is what they were calling it. It was like hashtag UFC Vegas 2. I mean, cool, but there's gonna be like a third and a fourth and a fifth probably. So that UFC 251 though, dope. That fucking card looks solid. I ain't even hating on that shit. But there's a lot of shit going around about Jessica I doing the holding the fucking curtain. She called curtain gate. That shit's fun. What's up, head kick? It's good, bro. Paying people is usually the better route unless it's some super simple shit, right? I just wanted to say that I did it, right? And so, and it's not the first time I do it. I've done it before. But I was like 13 or 12, and it was me and my dad doing it, and he obviously, he did most of the work. I just moved heavy shit around and little simple shit that I couldn't possibly fuck up. We did a good job though. The town ended up good that time, so I just want to try it, and it's looking good. I will put up pictures later when I'm done because it's gonna be another day or two probably. My back is lit up, yo. Holy shit, lit the fuck up. But anyway, whatever topic you guys want to bring up, just throw them in the comments. We'll all shoot the shit on whatever you guys want to. But just a guy with the whole curtain gate thing, I think I believe JoJo with that. I believe Jessica cheated, but at the same time, like it's weird times right now, right? Like we just got MMA back and shit, and people are still having a hard time finding, getting real training in and all that shit with all these gyms still closed and whatnot. So I don't give her a whole lot of shit for missing weight. And I understand the cheating part. Like I don't like it. I don't agree with it, but I understand. It's like was it like a 2 week? She did it in like 2 weeks, man. She's not a small girl. Have you ever seen Jessica I out of camp? She's a big girl. Cutting in at 125. She was cutting in at 135 before. Now she's cutting in at 125. Bro. That's I like how when they made 125, she was like, this is my natural weight division. I'm gonna rule this shit. Like, yeah, no. So a lot of people were talking about in yesterday's hangout, if Jessica I is regressing. And I don't think she has. I don't think she's changed at all, though. I don't think she's gotten better. I think she stayed the same and everybody else got better. I mean, Calvillo worked her wrestling a whole lot. A lot of, and she didn't lose her shit too much. She didn't brawl like she has a couple times. Excuse me. She waited for Jessica to make her move, which was super. I mean, she was easy to read. and then she would shoot the takedown, get her to the ground, and just start going from there. So I don't know. It's kind of I don't know, it's just one of those things where it's just kind of like you're not getting better, dude. Just move. 3 knockouts back to back in under a minute. Yes, sir. And we're talking Nunes, right? Yeah. No, not Nunes. Fucking yeah. All right. Nunes talking retirement. I don't, but dude, she's got a baby coming, dude. Like, I get it. Okay, what else is there left? What is left for Nunes to do? Fight a guy? You know what I'm saying? What she got left? She's gonna fight a dude, right? And that's it. Like, I don't know. I do agree with this right here, though. She's just hitting her prime. I agree with that. This sucks that the divisions are so shit that there's nobody left. I mean, she's got, to me, at 135, one up and comer that if she beats Holly Holm, and that's Irene Aldana, if she beats Holly Holm, that's a title shot. Now, would she beat Amanda Nunes? No. Oh, man, Aldana's from my hometown, so I support her 100%. But, bruh, that's the man in fucking Nunes, man. Amanda Nunes. Yeah, so this is still far out, but am I the only one with a crazy MMA boner for Hooker Poirier fight? I wish that shit was this weekend. Me too. Shit, Poirier's talking he's talking about. He's not talking shit. He's talking about it all the time. Like, you look at his Twitter, it's all he thinks about. That's a big fucking fight that no one's talking about yet, but they will be. They better promote the shit out of that one. That's a big old fight. Winner from them, is right in the mix of that shit. Like next up, type of mix. Calvillo pretty much owned it. Round 1 is the only possible round I won. Jessica I might have won the first, but after that, Calvillo was like, "Oh, bitch, I see what you're doing." Nah, and she owned her. She mauled her. Honestly, Calvillo should have finished her, but you got to give it to I for being tough as shit. Marvin Vettori was just like, man, that dude, that dude's so mad. He's mad. I get it, but damn, bro, like your blood pressure. What do you guys think about Jorge Masvidal and this whole contract thing? A lot of people are giving him shit, right? Like, I don't think people understand how people get paid. How people get paid in MMA. So it's not like NBA or MLB or NFL where a lot of those contracts are actual guaranteed money. Like, I mean, for example, if like your fight gets canceled, you don't get paid. If you don't fight, you don't get paid, right? That's fucking part of it. So, fuck, I am exhausted, yo. Like, I legit need a vacation. No joke. So yeah. Dude, what about Paul Felder and those pictures that he put up on Instagram? God damn. Like, dude put up, it was like a fucked up ankle. It was like the busted femur, broken femur, I think it was. He like spit out a piece of lung. His face is all fucked up. Like, that dude's like, I'm staying retired. I'm tired of coming home to my kid like this. I get it, man. I get it. He's a great fucking commentator too. Yeah, someone asked me, that's a chunk of your lung. If you guys go look, there's a piece of his lung on there, and he goes, collapsed lung. That was that's the part that was punctured, had to be removed. Imagine the life of a fighter, man. That's not one I want. I'll tell you that shit. The life of a fighter, even if you have like the fucking even if you have like the fucking skills for it, which is great. Like, it takes a lot more than just having the skill for it. You got to have a toughness about you. Did I miss anything important over the weekend? No. I mean, as far as MMA goes, not really. Like, the prelims and this last card were dope. The main card was okay. Wasn't anything super special, honestly. Touchy Feely was dope. Did really well. Although, how many more split decisions is this dude going to go to? You know what I'm saying? What else? There was a shooter in San Antonio that said he was a UFC fighter from California. What else did you miss? Ray Borg withdrew, and it turns out it's because of his son's health issues, and that's why he withdrew. So we're hoping for the best for Ray Borg and his family. What else is there? Marvin Vettori finally got his revenge. Cynthia Calvillo took out the number 1 for some reason, number 1 ranked flyweight. And Jessica I, maybe, hopefully, possibly seen the maybe not the end of Jessica I. I kind of hope so, but we'll see. Here's a weird one. Dana White says he's not interested in a smaller, socially distanced crowd. He says, I won't do a 50% arena. I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I like the empty arenas. Let's see. Let's see what else we got. Hooker Poirier sounds like a fancy brothel. There's an idea. Move to Vegas. Masvidal needs to just fight Conor. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, dude. You need to give him that money, man. Look, you got to give it to these guys, okay? They want to get paid. If they feel they're worth a certain amount, they're gonna go ask for that certain amount. Oh, excuse me. They're gonna go ask for that certain amount. Like you gotta give them, you gotta give those men like that at least that much. People complain about them, like, oh, they're pussies. They don't want to fight. No, they're not. They want to fight. They're clearly trying to fight. What they want to do is get what they feel they're worth. Now, if you don't agree with what they're worth, that's okay. You're not the one getting the contract, right? Now, Masvidal signing a contract just recently. I get that. That's like okay, well, you know, but there's always room for renegotiation, right? Now we're in a shitty spot with this whole COVID thing and the protests and all that, to the point where, I mean, the protests not so much, mostly just the COVID thing where everything's closed, right? Where we don't have live gates at all. And I mean, if you look at how much the fighters are making, the live gate was taking care of most of it. So I get it, man. I get it. But Masvidal needs to just fight Conor. I'd like to see. I would not mind. Everyone's talking about Nate, and Conor part 2 or 3. I'm okay with that only because they waited too long, right? You should have struck when the iron was hot not too long ago. You should have jumped on that. You didn't. Like the UFC knows that fight will do big fucking numbers, if only because Conor's in it, but also because Nate finally, Nate gives him that nemesis that, well, now you guys are 1-1. Someone's got to come out with the series, right? But I think it's too damn late. I think they waited too long. If they do it, it's just because they're doing it, right? Now, if you do Masvidal Conor, I wouldn't mind seeing that on the same card as like Khabib Gaethje. Make Conor hates being a co-man, but make him the co-man. Fuck him. Make him the co-man or something. That'd be dope. I wasn't totally against Usman Conor, and then Jorge gets the winner, because that's a huge fight no matter what for Masvidal. That'd be great. I'm sure Usman was like, yeah, give me the little Irish guy. Why not? I think Usman fucks him up in that fight. But a lot of people disagree with me, but you can, I don't know. I like hearing people's opinions. I'm cool with it. How about RDA calling out Conor? That is an actual future fun fight. Yeah. RDA Conor at this point? Fuck it, throw him in there at 1-7. Let's see someone get knocked the fuck out. Probably RDA. Yeah, man, fuck it. Why not? If we're gonna do these, like, if we're doing just like whatever fights come up, fuck it. Now, I think Conor, people aren't giving Conor any shit. He's doing the same shit that Diaz and Masvidal are doing, trying to get more money. The UFC is not trying to pay these guys more money. So Conor's like, fucking, I'll retire again, right? So, yeah, dude, I don't fucking know. Like, I think Conor, Masvidal, and Diaz are all doing the same shit, and they're just only Masvidal and Jorge and Nate are getting all the shit, honestly. Because they're Jorge Masvidal and Nate Diaz. Dana White fucking fans those flames, by the way, all the time. Like, oh, Jorge's like a Diaz brother. Like, you guys know the Diaz brothers are not gonna get lowballed because they understand this game, especially Nick. Like, Nick went through the Pride days, the Strikeforce days, all that shit. So Nick understands that. So Nick's like, no, get what you're worth. Nate knows he's worth, and people can disagree all they want to. Nate is worth a lot, right? Conor is just higher as far as worth goes. You're not gonna have the same worth as a Nate Diaz or Jorge Masvidal when you've done a Mayweather fight. That's just not happening, right? Like, your worth is way higher since you can cross over and something like that. But I just think he's doing the same things the other two guys are. Just trying to get paid, trying to get what he's worth. And since Dana's not gonna pay anybody more money without live gates and shit, Conor don't need to fight. That dude's got millions saved up. He's good. He's over there fucking, dodging charges and shit. Hey, no problem, man. You want to hike and try to start? There you go. You better get ready. We got less than a year till our triathlon. I'm already on the bike all the time, dude. I'm ready to go. Sean says Feely should have got unanimous decision. I agree. One of those judges made some whack calls. Dude, the judges are shit. All judges are shit. I have very few ones that are decent. Unfortunately. It'd be dope we can get some good ones. All right. What else we got? Yeah. Anyway. You guys see shit. Arizona is blowing up in the worst way. Sorry, I'm getting all these messages from family that are outside of Arizona. They're like, "You okay?" And I'm like, "I'm fine, dude. What's up?" It's like everyone's talking about that Arizona's like on fire from COVID. You're not wrong. Okay. Shit's getting fucking crazy over here. Like, and everyone's like, "Oh, I heard from someone that does this. I heard from someone that works at the hospital." I know nurses. My wife knows nurses that work in these hospitals. We are getting to capacity real fucking quick with COVID, not just everything. All right. Doug Ducey, the fucking do nothing governor here. I like to call him Do Nothing Doug. He fuck it. Hey, look, Cheeto's give everyone a nickname. I like to give nicknames too. I'm working on one for Cheeto besides Cheeto, by the way. But just for fun. But Do Nothing Doug has done nothing except monitor. So what he says. So now we got all these cases and shit. We got a lot of fucking old ass people. We got a lot of fucking idiots who are like, "Well, fuck it, I'm living my life." And great, live your life. But don't be such a dick that you're not willing to wear a mask at least. Look, I get it. The mask don't protect the one person wearing it. If everybody wears a mask, then it helps. But the problem is nobody wants to. Everyone's on this other shit. I don't know. This thing got fucked up from the beginning. Blame whoever you want, but this is fucked up from the beginning. But yeah, so let's see what else you guys got. What up? So it's information for that triathlon. I will get that to you tonight, sir. Let me put a reminder on here because I will forget again. Like I said, I've been working all fucking day on this house and shit. So nicknames, there you go, dude. But I will get you that information tonight or tomorrow morning, sir. Send me a text in the morning. If you don't get it tonight, send me a text in the morning. I'll get it to you because I'm gonna be here all day tomorrow again. So anyway, yeah, like this thing's getting fucking crazy with this COVID shit, and there's a lot of like people don't want. I think you guys agree with me with this shit, right? Like, if you ever interacted with me on Twitter, I'm all about civil discourse. I'm not gonna shit on your opinion, but if you come at me with some bullshit, I'm gonna come at you with some bullshit, right? So I think, for example, I was talking to somebody about COVID in Arizona. They're like, "Well, those protests," and I was like, "Well, no, it's a 10-day incubation period. We won't see any of the COVID positive tests probably until maybe middle of this week, maybe early next week, right? This is all from opening and from Memorial Day and all this shit. It's an odd situation we've never dealt with, and so I think everyone is so scared. I think everyone is so scared of this shit that they're just willing to believe whatever narrative makes them feel better. That's just what it is. I think that's human beings, though. We all have this like self, whatever you want to call it, like preservation thing. Well, what is his opinion on Masvidal over negotiating? I think Kawa screwed him. Yeah, if you know Maki Kawa, he does this to all his fighters. But Maki Kawa also believes a lot in renegotiate, being able to renegotiate with people. So, no, this is kind of like, like I said, and actually I talked about this already. But as far as Masvidal goes, like, I understand what he's doing. I understand what I understand why why he's trying to renegotiate, right? You got to get with your worth. Again, in this, you got to take it down and stop thinking of them as like they're not NBA players with millions of dollars in the bank. They're not NFL players with millions of dollars, and they're certainly not golfers with the millions of dollars in the bank. These are guys who have, and I get it, still a lot, plenty of money, but these are guys who get punched in the face for a living. This isn't like I took 1,000 shots, 500 shots a day. My elbow's gonna be fucked up by the time I retire from my NBA career. No, this is I got cracked in the fucking skull, and I don't know how many more years I have of this shit. So I'm all for them trying to get what they're worth. Look, and everyone tells you if you know what was it? I know what was it? I think it's like a Rocky quote. It's like if you know what you're worth, you go out and get what you're worth. but you gotta be willing to take the hits. But that's 100% true. You gotta go get what you're worth. And I think Diaz and the Diaz brothers and Masvidal are two of the best at doing that. And they all look awful and they don't give a fuck. And I agree with them. I don't give a shit either. If I was a fighter and I was a Jorge Masvidal or I was a Nick or Nate Diaz and you be giving me shit over, just take whatever money they give you. I just want to see you fight. I tell you to go fuck yourself because you're not the one in there taking the cracks. So I get it. And I understand. I totally understand it. And this is one of those times until we get live gates back that we're not going to see a Jorge Masvidal like without like scratching and clawing from both sides, right? And we're certainly not going to see Nate. Or maybe I don't know. It just depends, man. You got to negotiate what you're worth, in my opinion. And I think that's what they're doing. I mean, Conor's doing the same thing. You think retirement is retirement? No, that's negotiation. He's negotiating. Basically saying, like, I'm out of here for a little while. Okay. Is it true Florida shutting bars back down? I don't know, but I'll tell you about Phoenix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different restaurants have closed down due to COVID. One chain is getting a lot of shit right now for having like 4 people test positive and not shutting down. Instead, they brought people in from other locations of the chain, and it's called Zips. Fuck them. But they brought in people from other places, other restaurants in the chain to take their spots, and like that's not like, you know what I mean? Like those 4 people definitely interacted with a lot of other people. You got to shut it down and get everyone tested. That's just how it works. But yeah, no, it's fucking insanity. Did you see the guy that's Wyoming or Wisconsin walking his dog in a clam rope? People, fucking people, man, fucking people. I can't stand this shit, man. I got a lot of stories. I got quite a few stories with the police that none of them like. It is one of those things where growing up where I did kind of. I'll give you guys one later. I'll give you a story later. I don't hate all cops. I'm just very wary of the police, and I'm very distrusting of the police because of how I grew up, and I can't help it. Meanwhile, I train with a lot of cops, and they're dope ass motherfuckers. They're cool ass people. If I ran into one of them in the street, I'd be fine. But like a cop that I don't know, that I don't understand, that I don't know how they, what makes them tick, what makes them move, and all that, like that bothers me because I'm just like, are you? But I'll tell you guys a story later about it. Are you tracking Eddie Alvarez open up a can of shit on Joe Silva? No, I am not, but I am now. All right, Mr. Alvarez, what do you got? What is he saying? This can't be a... Oh, here we go. Oh my God, he's been going for an hour. Let's see what it says. While the Me Too movement on Joe Silva continues, hold on, let me see if I can get this whole thread. Oh, he didn't make a thread. Someone showed Eddie Alvarez how to make a fucking thread. Okay. I'll put this up for you guys. All right, and thanks for letting me know, because here we go. Here we go. While the Me Too movement on Joe Silva continues, I got an incredible Joe Silva story myself, but my mama always told me that if I ain't got nothing good to say, then don't say nothing at all. Okay. Let's go back to his page. Here it is. Okay. So I'm in the restaurant of a hotel a few weeks after the Anthony Pettis fight, eating by myself, and next to me is Joe Silva with a group of buddies, and I believe Sean Shelby. They are having some drinks. I never interacted with Joe, but I took the time to introduce. I'm assuming to Sean Shelby. Someone show him how to do threads. Next, I asked who my opponent could possibly be, and half joking, half serious, asked for the champion if he's available. Joe took the opportunity to tell me with the way I'm fighting, I'll never get a title shot as long as he's around. They all laugh. At this point, I'm completely embarrassed. Yeah, Eddie Alvarez will get embarrassed. I want to hurt him, but I just joined this promotion. This guy pretty much makes the rules. The funny part was he was standing, and I could have swore he was fully seated. He is a short guy, yeah. So I took the high road and went to my room in a rage. I get a call a few weeks later from Dana, not Joe, asking for the RDA fight. I thought, wow, this one must have went over Joe's head. Joe, 4 foot, a lot of things do. Oh, for Joe, 4 foot, a lot of things go over his head. Okay, he's trying to make a joke. So I get the fight I wanted, and Joe didn't want. I KO RDA and win the world title in the first round. As I make my way out of the ring and in the back, guess who's the first guy standing there? Yes, Joe. No congrats, no good job, just a bitter, angry, small little man. I said nothing. Nothing needed to be communicated. I just wink. Success is how you destroy your enemies. Okay. Well, look. Eddie Iris is clearly bored. He got nothing else to talk about. I wonder why what made him, Sean, what made him bring that up? Because I'm curious now. What's going on with Darren Till and Perry? Thought they were cool and smart a couple of times. Mike Perry starts shit with everybody. And Darren Till's good at, trying to market himself. We're talking about negotiations, Robert. It says, yeah, but timing is bad and no gate. That's what I'm saying. The timing's bad, but you got to get what you're worth. And if they're not going to pay you what you're worth. If you got enough money to go chill and keep on training and wait till everything gets back to a little more normal, then do it. Like I said, look, Nate is a frugal guy. He doesn't spend that much money. He got millions off the Conor. With the Conor fights, he got a nice little paycheck off the Pettis fight, and he got, from what I heard, he got paid pretty good off the Masvidal fight. So that dude must have been shit. So he can literally just go chill for a while if he wants to. He's not starving. Neither is Jorge. So I think, like again, if you're not gonna get what you're worth, don't fight. Dana White says, like, I'm not making anybody fight. Now he'll smear you if you don't take whatever deal he wants. Like what the story Jorge Masvidal gave about strong arming, that I believe him. Dana does that. You guys know Dana negotiates through like announcing fucking fights. He tried to announce the was it Nick Diaz to Jorge Masvidal, that fight? Or it was Nick Diaz and somebody else. I want to say it's Jorge. But it was a Nick Diaz fight, and Nick's like, the fuck? I didn't agree to shit. The hell y'all talking about? Hell no. Nah, you gotta pay me for that. 100% true. Fighters, look, you guys know. Fighters that are company guys get paid what they're giving. Fighters that fight that's like a DC, who else did you TJ Dillashaw when he was champion. Who else just took what they were given? But everyone that was taking whatever they were given, those are the company people, right? And they do well, sure. Guys that go in there and get what they're worth, what they believe they're worth. Conor, Nate Diaz, Jorge Masvidal. Who else is like royally hard to fucking I mean, obviously John Jones now. You know what I'm saying though? Like, you got to get what you're worth, and that's in anything. If you're in a job where you're underpaid, I would suggest you start looking for somewhere where they value you and you get what you believe you're worth. You got to stand up for yourself. And all these fighters, they're not where they are because they're fucking pussies. They're not. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I get it. The timing's fucking awful for everybody. Yes, he says, Eddie, if those who are afraid, they'll believe anything, that sounds good. We were here during World War II. We always speak in German now. Exactly. If all those people were here during World War II, we always speak in German. Maybe, right? I mean, the world's fucking nutty. You guys ever hear the quote, the victors, right? History's written by the victors. I always wonder about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll watch a historic and I love history. I watch historic, the history documentaries all the time, and I'll be like, especially in war ones. Oh, never mind. Sorry, my wife's talking to my stepson. But and I heard it talking like loud. But like I'll sit there and watch it and be like, who wrote this? Like, I'm wondering who wrote this, and because you never get the whole story. I mean, for years growing up, like when I first got here, I was like 4th grade. Like when I got here and learned English and all that shit quick, but there was just like, the pilgrims came in, they shared with the Indians, and the Indians shared with them. And they totally did not mention the massacre and murder and moving them to fucking spots where they don't see them anymore. Like, they missed that whole part. Like, I found that out in high school, and I was like, they did fucking what are you talking about? Like, you find out Christopher Columbus is a major asshole. Fuck that guy. You know what I'm saying, though? So, like, I wonder who wrote history with a lot of different things. Everything. Maki's the luckiest man ever. You telling me, man. Speaking of Till, walking through MGM, that motherfucker mean mug me for no reason. That's not just his. That's just not his face. Did you say something to him? I feel like he just mean mugs for no reason. Although Scousers are angry all the time. I think I got that right? Oh, okay. Thanks, ELC. Let me get that picture then, since you sent it. Oh boy. Holy shit. I would love to put this up if I wasn't 100% sure that YouTube would fuck this video completely up for putting up this picture. It's legit a dude walking his dog, and he's in full out, like, I don't know what rank that is, but Ku Klux Klan hood. That's insane. How insecure do you have to be part of the Klan? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, and a lot of people are like, oh, it's hateful and so this shit. And I'm just like, no, I think it's insecurity. I think you're afraid of everything, so you need to join a gang. It's like when you're in prison. I've never been in prison, but it's like when you're in prison, you want to join a fucking gang to make sure you don't get fucking murdered. Just said, dude, the young black dude that was hung out near my home was crazy. I got married in that building near that park. Dude, it's 4. It's up to 4 now, right? The first one that the cops were calling suicide, you're like, okay, maybe, but there's like 5 or 6 cameras around there. Where's the footage, right? And there's no ladder. There's no way to get up there. He's just there, right? So it's like, oh fuck, that I'm surprised something probably happened to that dude. Then the second one, you're like, the fuck's going on? The third one, you're like, get out of here. There's a fourth one. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. This is fucking crazy. I have zero belief it's a suicide. I just don't believe it's suicide. No one, come on, man. Like, that's fucking insane. Yeah, and a friend of mine actually knew the kid. Yeah, dude. Oh man, that's hard to think of suicide. Like they're saying. I'm telling you. Like that's hard to believe that there's 4 of them and they haven't all been, that they were all suicides. This is like, and every police so far, for the 2 that I read, the cops were right away were like, oh, suicide. And go fuck yourself. Yeah, I was born yesterday too, asshole. Like, what the fuck? I assume it was a drunken. I'll talk about Eddie Alvarez. I assume it was a drunken rant. We're all guilty of airing out the laundry. I've done it. Shit, just not on Twitter. I did it on Facebook, and I lost like 30 friends. I think it's that name people. I name names. I was like, this guy's an asshole. This guy's an asshole. Fuck you if you're reading this. This is an asshole. And the next one I look over, it's a bunch of angry fucking shit, and then unfriended, which I'm okay with. Honestly, I need to bail on Facebook. I don't, because my my professor puts all her stuff for jiu-jitsu on there, which I've been in jiu-jitsu since fucking COVID. This whole COVID thing started, and in the States anyway. And I get it, man. Everyone's trying to be safe and shit, but I get it. Arizona's #1 right now. We're like the hot spot, which is fucking amazing. At least we're #1 in something, because it ain't education, it ain't in wages, it ain't in healthcare. We're not #1 in jack shit except COVID. How insane is that? Think about that shit, okay? And we're still arresting people for marijuana. That's stupid. Look, man, if anyone gets arrested, any place that's arresting people for marijuana needs to be overthrown. Fuck all that. That's a stupid thing to arrest people over. But yes, I haven't gone back to train at all. So that's the only reason I have Facebook, and like I have some friends I actually talk to all the time on there. So yeah. Hey, I think there's 4, but I just really don't think it's fucking 2, man. It's just difficult to think it's 2. Sean, drunk testing calls it a fun pastime. Those things can cost you girlfriends, jobs. Oh yeah. You're right. I had to explain myself to a girl one time, to my girlfriend that I had at the time. What did I text? I was fucked up at a club with my friends and shit. And my buddy, so this I'm dancing with this chick, and I was allowed to. Like, we were just dancing, like innocently dancing, but she turns around, gets down, starts twerking, right? And my friend was like really into her. This is weird, I don't know. But he's like, oh, take a picture of her ass, take a picture of her ass. So I took a picture of it. I meant to text it to him. I had texted to her. Oh my God. If you can imagine the fucking just war I had when luckily we weren't living together, but I was staying at her place that night and she didn't want to go out. But the fucking, oh man, the war I went back to her place with, bro. Oh my God. I had to, and I was still in the wrong. I shouldn't have taken the picture. I shouldn't have been dancing with that chick. It's 100% true. But goddamn, bro. For real. Oh, I did another one too. With my wife. When we were dating, we first started dating and shit. Literally a week into us being like boyfriend, girlfriend. Took a trip down to Tucson with some of my friends in college. That's where I went to college. So with some of my friends in college, we just wanted to, nostalgic and all that shit. And we're all the guys were gonna be in one room, and the girls were gonna be in another room. Well, ended up being me and one other dude in one room, 2 other dudes in one room. It was supposed to be 4 of us. Somebody bailed, and then one of the girls brought her fucking boyfriend. We were supposed to bring our significant others at all. So then one of the girls in that room asked me, hey, can I stay with you guys? I mean, not thinking much of it. I was like, yeah, sure. I've known her for years. She's like a little sister to me, right? My wife didn't know. That's how I felt about her. So I forgot I was on Snapchat, and you just and she was asking me a question. So I just sent for some reason I sent the video and she saw it. She hears a hair dryer. She knows I don't use it. She knows none of my friends use the hair dryer. She's like, "Is there a girl in your room?" I'm like, "Yeah, just she's using the bathroom getting ready." And she was like, "What the fuck?" And I was stuck. She lost her shit. And I had to explain when I got back. So that wasn't even drunken. I was just a fucking idiot. There should be breathalyzers on phones. It should be like a game, like a puzzle you got to complete. It's impossible to do drunk. Archfield did it a bit back in the day called The Amazing Race. Yes, he did. Where he took a clan road to a dry cleaners in Compton. It was hilarious, but Ari's a king of dark humor. Right. And people don't, I mean, Ari just got like, quote unquote canceled or quote unquote canceled recently off the Kobe Bryant shit. When I saw it, I didn't laugh because I was fucking near tears on the Kobe Bryant thing, but I didn't laugh, but I knew what he was doing. I also knew it was a bad fucking idea. He's done it every time someone dies, he does that, right? If you're an Ari fan, which I am, you know that, right? But that was not the one, dude. You fucked that up bad. So, but yeah, he does The Amazing Races. He did one where he picked up a bunch of people from for like a bunch of day laborers, day workers, and then he drove them to like an immigration spot. That's fucked up. And he did a lot of shit as The Amazing Races. It was funny. I laughed, and I'm Mexican. I'm naturalized citizens. I'm not even from here, but so I understand like why I make people mad. But being a fan of Ari, I'm like, fuck you, bro. But nah, that kind of thing. Holy shit is right. He was waving at people and cops got a ton of calls. I can't post a link for everyone. Yeah, I know. Yeah, just Google it. It's on there. But yeah, he waved a bunch of fucking people, and then like, it's not illegal to do that, I guess. So I don't know. It's not gonna stop you from getting an ass whooping. I'll tell you that much. Eddie, you study psychology. Carl Jung, Ayn Rand. You understand world affairs better. I'll take you up on that, sir. Hold on, let me write it down. I'm not bullshitting you. Fucking writing this shit down. So Carl Jung. Anything particular? I'm not fucking with you, dude. I like learning. Carl Jung. Okay, Ayn Rand. All right, dude. Bet. Okay, I'll look up on those. See what's up. I just been on Facebook. Fuck that website for real. Yep, 4 now. Ari is an ignorant fuck, but he's just he's a comedian. People see that shit. I quit Facebook years ago. I'm thinking of deleting my Facebook account. Again, the only reason I don't do it is because I actually talk to people on there. So it is what it is. I wonder. You know what I want to see? I want to see an MMA media UFC card. I'd love to take a fight on that card, mind you, but there's only one person I want to fight. So, and I know I'll never get that fight, guaranteed. The nose. I want to fight the nose. So, dude, you guys seen this shit? This Mikey Rolls is calling out, like they're doing video calls again. That shit's dope, for real. What up, Tev? Look, all I saw was the Eddie Alvarez one, and I believe it. Honestly, now that I think about it, Joe Silva is a short little guy with the midget Napoleon complex, but he unfortunately he was the best fucking matchmaker we ever had, and I wish he was back for that reason. But as far as that one, so I haven't seen any other stories, Tev, but the one I saw on Eddie Alvarez that we were just talking about a little while ago, that shit is believable, and it's kind of hilarious that he got pissed Eddie Alvarez won. So yeah, I didn't know somebody who really wanted to delete Facebook. Honestly, I to me the Facebook thing goes a little further than that. Like I know that everybody's taking our data. Everyone's taking your email, your phone number, all this shit, right? I don't know if you guys ever seen that documentary, some of the data thing. I fucking can't remember. It's on Netflix. Last I saw it, and they talk about how your data gets sold, and how they had to do like a bunch of legislation to protect your data and like have you be able to get your data back and all that. But I think we give Facebook way too much shit. We give Twitter way too much shit. Honestly, we don't even give Twitter that much, but honestly, your thoughts and the shit to talk about, they're watching that shit, and that's how they get the ads going. You know what I mean? Just that alone. Mind you, we're all being monitored. I mean, I can speak for people in the United States. We're all being monitored all the fucking time. Don't even question it. The fact, like, look, our phones all have GPS on them. I'm sure they're all fucking bugged. The second you tweet out some crazy shit, or text them crazy shit like, you 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 get like Secret Service on you and shit. All right, got about 10 more minutes or so, maybe 20. No, like 10 more minutes. All tough fighter call that method that is currently in place is whack. Silva did put together some legendary fights. Yeah, I know he did. But I don't know if you guys in the I don't know what they call them, the travelers, the gypsy travel thing. They all put out videos calling out other regular folks, and then they did fights in parking lots and shit with rules and shit and hand wraps. It almost looks like that, so it's kind of crazy. Great card this Saturday. Yes, it is. There is actually. Let me pull it up here. This Saturday, next Saturday, dude. Oh, you're right. It is. No, it's not. It's August 1st. Next card's August 1st. No, whoa, hold up. I'm way behind. Let me get back. Nope, you're right. You're right. My bad. June 20th. That's this coming Saturday. Curtis Blades, Alexander Volkov, Josh Emmett against Shane Burgos, Raquel Pennington against Marion Renault. That's actually going to be one of my dark horse for a fucking battle. Bilal Muhammad's back against Lyman Good, and Jim Miller taking on Roosevelt Roberts, who just came off a fucking win. He's really going to fight again. Clay Guida is still fighting against Bobby Green. Two guys that probably shouldn't be fighting anymore. Tisha Torres against Brianna Van Buren. Mark Andre. I'll put the card up in a second. What am I doing? Cell phone monitors us. Google knows where you work. Go to exactly. You guys ever? Like, I don't know if you guys ever use the what am I talking about? The maps shit, right? You got to use your GPS and everything. On mine, I had to turn it off. There's a way to turn it off, at least that part off. But it used to tell me, like, when I got off of work, I get in my car and my Bluetooth would connect in my car, and it'd be like, "You ready to go home?" And I'm like, "The fuck? Come on, dog. Come on." That's when that shit off. It creeped me out. Twitter barely does ads in comparison to Facebook. You knows when I jerk. It's all aspiring. Yeah. Twitter barely does ads in comparison. That's 100% true. You know who does it? It's annoying as shit. Is fucking YouTube. It's always that one fucking asshole with long hair talking about, like, your soap is basically detergent, and like, he's annoying as fuck. I can't stand that guy. Fuck him. Fuck the glasses that he sells. Fuck everything he does, and fuck that guy. I can't do it. Like, I fucking hate that dude. I don't even know him. I hate the idea of him. But I feel like if I met him, I'd hate him anyway because he's annoying as shit. But that's off of Dave Chappelle from this last one. He goes, "I hate George Zimmerman." It's like, I hate the idea of George Zimmerman, but I don't know him. But I feel like I would hate him if I knew him. By the way, if you guys watch that shit, the Dave Chappelle, it's called 846. That's some powerful shit, man. There's barely any comedy on it. Like, you barely laugh, but god damn, if he doesn't speak some truth, some angry fucking truth. Like, I never seen Dave Chappelle get pissed off before. And he was angry. You could tell. He was just like, for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. Like, I wish I could play it for you guys so we could all watch it together. It's only 30 minutes, but we'll get pulled off YouTube so fast. My head will be spinning. Torres was, is a banger, 100%. Torres, the gust of wind is like a tiny tornado. Fred calls it the gust of wind. He also says, but Facebook uses everything and literally sells it to people who target certain people with fake news and BS conspiracies. 100%. If you don't think that there's all this shit that look, we give information for free and they make money off of it, but we're the targets of everything. Why? Because we're the consumers. We are a consumer society for the most part. And so we're targeted by everything, targeted by ads, targeted by, fucking fake news, targeted by conspiracies and shit. For some reason, I keep getting, like, Cheeto ads on fucking, like, YouTube, right? And Facebook too. I get Cheeto ads, and I'm just like, I don't like that dude though. Like, as a human being, I can't stand that motherfucker. His politics are different, and what he does in office is different. Just as a person, I can't fuck with him. You know what I mean? You can't be saying shit like grab by the pussy to someone that has daughters. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there was a locker room talk. No, not when you have daughters, that shit's out the window. Ain't no locker room talk, dog. And he has one or two, I think. But anyway, but besides that, but yeah, you're targeted by everything. Mind you, I got a Biden ad the other day, and I was laughing, and I was like, "This senile motherfucker, man, we're shy. We're once again, we're back to choosing the shiniest of two turds, and none of these fuckers are shiny. They're dirty as shit, both of them, nasty old motherfuckers, unhealthy ass motherfuckers too. Blazer Volkov is dope. YouTube goes hard with the ads. Yes, it does. Clay Guida would be getting signed out of the nursing home early for Saturday. Yeah, I have location turned off on my phone. I don't, but only because I use a location app for my kids and shit. If anyone here that has kids, I don't know about you, but I'm super paranoid about my kids. So like, I need to know where they are at all times. This is what it is. Once they turn 18, they're adults. I'm like, look, man, I hope I taught you enough. Go on to the world, but I got a couple little ones. It's 8:46 a new one. Yes, it's a new one. Just look up. See if I can type. I'll type it out on here. It's literally this. This happened 8:46 Dave Chappelle, just like that, and it's a new one. Yeah, but it's not really comedy. I listened to an old George Carlin stand-up, and he could have been about it could have been about now. No, 100%. George Carlin was ahead of his time. Don't get it twisted. That man was woke as fuck. In a real common sense type of way, not like a woke, everything's trying to get me type of woke. But he understood what he was saying. It's like, man, we're all cattle. Even the people walking around calling everybody else sheep, those fuckers are cattle too, for a different fucking shepherd. Okay, don't get it twisted. I don't know who they is. I couldn't tell you who they is. Everyone tells me they're trying to do this, they're to do that. Somebody everywhere, people everywhere are trying to profit off of us in one way or another. And it's fucking disgusting, but that's the capitalistic world we live in. And so, in my opinion, and I got to make sure I say my opinion because I'm not trying to fucking tell you guys what to think whatsoever. In fact, I love fucking going back and forth with you guys because I learn a lot. For example, I am now going to read a couple psychology books because of Robert. So, not Robert. Was it Sean or Robert? Was it Robert? Fuck me, dude. Yeah, it is Robert. My bad, dude. Yeah. If you're too lazy to read, you can also watch on YouTube the guy from 70. I don't know Watts. Okay. I'm not too lazy to read. I'm actually just because I wanted to. I'm like halfway through 1984 because just because I wanted to. But I have literally like a queue of 12 books, but I'll bump these to the front. But I'll actually watch this too. So Alan Watts is a YouTube thing. Gotcha. Dude, I like to learn whatever, man. I even you guys see me on Twitter talking about rabbit holes, dude. I will go down a fucking rabbit hole. I know all about the Illuminati and the fucking Freemasons and all the crazy shit. I don't know if you guys ever seen the Alex Jones thing where he goes to what's the name of the place? The Bohemian Grove and like films their fucking creepy ass ceremony. Bruh, that fucked me off for a little bit. And I watched that years ago, but still, that shit was crazy. George Organs is a decent option politically. She's not a dipshit like Gary Johnson. Fuck Gary Johnson. Oh my god, I was so mad that I wasted my attention on that fucker this last time. Because I wasn't voting for either one again. Like fucking Cheeto and Hillary. Hillary's just an evil fucking hag, and Cheeto is just a dipshit. But I wanted to like Gary Johnson so badly. You know what I mean? I really wanted to. I mean, he got on with Joe. I was like, okay, but he came off like he wasn't even trying. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like he ran and took it so easy that he was kind of like, whatever. He's kind of like that kind of shit. So I got mad. Like, fuck that guy. Like, I wouldn't mind voting libertarian. Like, I'm very much like, hey, look, fuck off and leave me alone. But the second your rights infringe on mine, we're gonna have a real fucking issue, right? But I'm also not like the pull yourself up by your bootstraps, okay? Like, because that's not reality. Pulling yourself up by your bootstraps means you have fucking bootstraps to fucking pull on first, like in the first place. A lot of people grow up and are born without goddamn bootstraps, dude. So you need to understand that some people need a little bit of help, okay? And it takes a selfless society to at least help a little bit. I am not talking about welfare. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying let people live on welfare. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about help people find opportunities to help themselves, but actually do it. Don't just talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very much in the middle. I'm moderate with a lot of shit. With everything, honestly. I'm pretty moderate. Like, I'm conservative about the economy. I'm conservative about the fucking national debt that fucking, my kids already owe to. And they're not even fucking out of high school yet. Or actually, two of them are really not. Well, geez, goddamn, I got two out there. I got one in college and one about to go. But I got two others that just like they don't even know about what fucking taxes are or anything, right? And they already owe. And any future kids I might have already are fucking in debt. That kind of shit, right? But I'm also liberal. Like, look, fucking love whoever you want. Don't give a shit. Marry whoever you want. Don't give a shit. If it offends you because you're a Bible or whatever, America, don't give up. I don't care. Just if they come in and infringe on your actual rights as a citizen, we can talk about that. But they're not. They're not. So the fact that they had to go to the Supreme Court to pass civil rights for LGBTQT or TQ, I don't know how they do it, but you know what I'm talking about? Like they had to pass a fucking law for that. Like, are we? I mean, 2020 is fucking wild, dude. Yeah, it's crazy. Lyman Good is back in action. Hell yeah, action. Yes, he is. Oh my God, the new Biden ad is hilarious. Trump's lapdog Lindsey Graham trashing Trump and praising Biden. I liked Lindsey Graham when he was running against Trump. I really did. Now that he's just, drinking his bathwater, fuck him. Woke, smart, and right on the money about everything that's happening. Oh, appreciate it. 1984. I'm telling you, dude. Look, read it. If you have it, read it. Okay, read it and just compare to where we are right now. You'll be like, where the fuck did we miss our turn? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. George Orwell's a motherfucker. For real. Rabbit holes are a good way to live life. Alex Jones is hilarious. Him on Rogan was great. Yeah, dude, rabbit holes will teach you some shit, even if you don't agree with it, even if you don't believe it's true, but you know about it, you learn about it. Like, fuck, I went I didn't believe it. I still don't. Although not fully. There's some stuff you look on, you're like, oh, fucking maybe. But I was on. This is one dude named. Hopefully, I don't get pulled off YouTube for saying his fucking screen name, called Dallas Goldbug. This guy Ed Cherini, I think his name was, and he was basically claiming that everything was a false flag and everything was actors, but not just actors like crisis actors, but like Hollywood actors pretending to be fucking whatever. Like right now, there's one where they're saying George Floyd is Steven Jackson from. If you guys know Steven Jackson from the NBA, he's retired. There's pictures of him and George Floyd together. It's not Steven Jackson. He's not a crisis actor. Okay, he's not. He's not. This is not. I mean, look, they were. He called himself his twin, and there's pictures of them together. Like, how are you gonna play that bullshit? People are going with it. Alex Jones is hilarious. I fucking died laughing when he was trying to get Eddie Bravo to choke him out, and then he tried to. He's like, Joe, I'm kind of retarded. And I fucking died when he did that. So yeah, he's fucking hilarious. But he's like, to me, Alex Jones is an entertainer. I laugh at him. Even when I watch his show, he was talking about like, I will eat your ass. You guys seen that one? That shit made me laugh so hard. The problem is some motherfuckers take him seriously. Didn't he go to like one of the protests or whatever? And he was like, we're on your side. And they're fucking like Humvee was getting pelted. That shit was funny as shit. Carlin was the man, wide awake and on the money about everything, 100%. And he was hilarious, but 100%. Robert says, you're more of a social animal. I meant to find out what that means. But you are more a social animal. Fred is more example of an individualistic, egoistic. Okay. I like Fred, but he wanted to join Chinese to take over. Yeah, he was joking. Fred is very much, hey, good night, man. Appreciate it. Oh, AZ Barbecue, when this shit clears the fuck up and we're all good and to stop all this social distancing and all that, yeah, pretty much. I'm assuming let's try to shoot for next summer. How about that? Just to hopefully this shit's fucking like over, at least nipped in the bud a little bit. But have a good night, man. Yeah, dude, I think Fred fucks around a lot. He jokes. We talk all the time off the air and shit. He's a good dude. But he very much understands what he. The good thing about Fred, besides the fact that he's funny, he's a really good guy. He's a good fucking friend. Is that he knows what he doesn't know, and he won't bullshit you about what he doesn't know. You know what I mean? That's the same thing I do. Like, you tell me something like, "Fuck, I didn't know about Carl Jung or Alan Watts on YouTube. Now I'm gonna find out about them. So it's just one of those things. But I think that should be one thing, by the way, that every politician should have to be able to do is be able to admit they don't know something instead of trying to bullshit their way out. Because no one has all the answers. I think honestly, for as much shit as people gave Obama, that was one thing he did really well. Was admit that he didn't know something, and if he made a mistake, he admitted it. Like, it's weird that people hated him so goddamn much. I don't know. I didn't hate him. There was quite a few things I didn't like either, but I didn't hate him. Luis J. Gomes had the best post earlier today. To paraphrase it, it said, why are people proud of being offended? It's like you're a thin-skinned bitch. Fix yourself. Being offended is on you. Does that make sense? Like, to me, it's on you. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I think everybody, if you get offended, it's on you. It's your fault you getting offended. Nobody else. Is not the person that said it, not anybody else. If you get offended, it's your fault. You know why? Because you control your emotions. I tell my fucking, I tell everybody, but I tell my 13-year-old. She's like, you made me mad. I'm like, I made you mad, or you made you mad? Or you got mad because of what I did? And she's like, oh, you made me mad. I'm just like, look, kid, you can control your emotions. I can't do anything to change your mental state or your emotions, really. You know what I mean? If you chose to get mad about something, you chose to get mad about it. No one made you get mad. No one makes anybody mad. Okay? So if you get offended by something, you chose to get offended by that. Okay? Growing up, I live in Arizona, okay? Just enough right there. I've heard everything. I've heard wetback. I've been called the sand N-word one. It's just weird, but whatever. I've been called, everything. I've been called racist thing on the book. That kind of fits me, I guess. But some old white lady when I was like 15 and I was riding my bike down the street called me the N-word. And I was like, is it that dark outside? And it's like 7 o'clock. It's still light out, but I'm like, really, bitch? Really? But anyway, but I don't get offended. Especially if someone says it online. I'm like, okay, you're saying that shit because there's a lot of distance between me and you. If you say it to my face, though, we're going to have an issue. That's 100% true, right? You're not about to disrespect me in front of my family, first of all, or my friends, okay? This is what it is, right? But I very rarely get offended by things. And, like when Cheeto came out and called, Mexican immigrants rapists and thieves and murderers, I want to say I didn't get offended. I was more like, I don't know if it's a difference though. I think I was pissed off that he wasn't held accountable for those comments. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the biggest fucking job on the planet. Why the fuck aren't you? You know what I mean? Like, why are you off the hook? You shouldn't be off the hook for that. I'm not saying you should have quit and resigned and all that shit, but definitely should have come out with something better than that shit. But it's a weird thing with that. So I think I chose, like, I wasn't offended. I was just pissed off that he wasn't held accountable. I think that makes sense to you guys, for what he said. So it's just weird, man. God bless the Puerto Rican rattlesnake. Knowing what you don't know is the most important thing in this, right? So people who do know, 100%. Never think you know everything. Okay, because that is a dead end. Why are you here? You know what I'm saying? And when you admit that you don't know something, it's a chance, it's an opportunity to learn. You gotta take those opportunities to learn. Like I said, I'm about to learn more about psychology thanks to Robert Xerxes right here. Okay. I'm okay with that. I love learning. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, anytime one of you guys or anybody tweets some shit I don't know anything about, I legit write it down and I go back and I research it a little bit just so I know something about it. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't know something, it's an opportunity to learn. So take every fucking opportunity to learn, motherfuckers. Robert says everyone knows some part of information, but it's up to curious person to put the pieces together. 100% agree with you. I think it's more about being confident, humble enough to say you don't know and find out exactly. If you don't know something, I'll admit you don't know something and go find out what it is and come back with a more educated opinion or educated whatever. Oh, Jesus, we're at an hour. All right, y'all. About to wrap up here in a few minutes. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we head out? I'm going to check the headlines here. Actually, let's do a real quick run through of this weekend's card. Where are we? Here we go. All right. This is UFC Fight Night Blazers Volkov in the UFC Apex. I wonder if they're gonna call this hashtag UFC Vegas 3. First fight of the night, Austin Hubbard against Max Roskopf. I'm assuming it's his debut. Roxanne Modafferi looking jacked. I don't know. She got fucking jacked. I didn't realize she was 37 though. She still looks like she's in like college, but and like a nerdy college. But Roxanne Modafferi against Lauren Murphy. Then we got Matt. What's his fucking nickname? Matt Rock and Roller Favola. I fucking forgot. One of you guys knows for sure. Matt Favola against Frank Camacho is a dope fight. Courtney Casey out of Arizona against Gillian Robertson. A lot of people think she's fine. So, hey, do your thing. Marc-Andre Barrial against Oscar Pichota. Tisha Torres against Brianna Buren. Otis says this is going to be a good one. I think Otis or Sean said that. Clay Guida against Bobby Green. Okay. You're just pulling at my heart, at my nostalgia strings here, bro. All right. Jim Miller, who is a bad motherfucker on the ground, taking on Roosevelt Roberts. Then Bilal Muhammad's finally back against Lyman Good, who's also back. Raquel Pennington taking on Marion Reneau. That's my dark horse for a solid fucking, like a really good fight. Josh Emmett against Shane Burgos, who's coming off a win, I think. And then Curtis Blades against Alexander Volkov. We're just trying to stack with heavyweight. All right. DC's on his way out. We're trying to stack heavyweight. So that's your card this weekend, folks. We'll talk about it more tomorrow night, Wednesday night on Keyboard Warriors. So I'm checking the headlines real quick. That's a weird one. Sorry, one second, folks. Trying to pull up. Apparently, Devin Clark had an issue with his dad. That's weird. I don't know. I didn't read the story. I just saw the headline. Yeah, nothing crazy, nothing new. Let me check the rags, the news rag. Oh, Jesus Christ. You guys are probably seeing what I'm fucking looking at. Oh, no, you're not. That Rashard Brooks thing is fucking scary. Just because you don't know what the fuck's going on. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, it's kind of it. Oh, fuck Roger Goodell for saying the team should sign Kaepernick. Should have said that shit years ago, you fake fuck. All right. The comments here. Actually, I think sociology is way more interesting. I took a sociology class years ago, and I don't remember any of it. That was Arizona State before I transferred to a better school. Burgos vs. Emmett is a banger, 100%. It can explain why people do things like when there's a big group witnessing a murder and don't do anything to stop it. That's very interesting. I wish I had enough of a lifetime to learn everything. And you could put it all together and you could fucking rule this shit, right? All right, y'all. I got nothing else on the there's nothing on the headlines really. Shout out to my brother Mike from jiu-jitsu. Lost his puppy. Her puppy lost his dog, who she's old and she had issues, but she passed finally, and it's sad. I hate losing dogs. It fucking sucks. I know I've lost one when I was a kid, and I was a mess. So I can only imagine being a grown ass man. Like I have a pit bull that's like 7 or 8 years old. I think I rescued her, so I don't know. I want to say she's like 8. Let's put her at 7, hopefully. But like every year she slows down, and every year I can see like a little bit less of her, and I'm kind of like, fuck, don't die, dude. Don't fucking, even though it's coming, I know it's coming, but like that shit will fucking destroy me. But anyway, all right. Shout out to everyone that tuned in tonight. Appreciate the fuck out of you guys. ELC, always appreciate you hanging out, joining in. Always fun having a conversation with you, for real. With all of you, honestly. Like I keep tweeting out, like, hey, stay safe. I want to talk to everybody tomorrow. That's 100% true. Please stay safe. I want to talk to all of you guys tomorrow. So ELC, Robert, Head Kick, my brother. God's MMA, I know he's taking care of some family business. So, all the best to you, my friend. Robert, Sean, Unbroken. Otis, as always, appreciate you. Who else we got? Aaron, Tev, my brother. Jesse, catch you on Wednesday, bro. Oh, what else we got? I think we got everybody. So everyone that tunes in, you guys are the shit. Appreciate the fuck out of every single one of you guys. Hopefully come back on Wednesday night. Make sure you hit subscribe. Tell your friends about us. Retweet the shit, whatever. But I really enjoy this community that we have, and I could just jump out here and just yap away, and we can hang out as friends. The only thing that would be better is if we could all hang around in like one room with just, a couple beers or maybe outside when it's cold, and a few beers for everybody and a little fire and shit. That'd be dope as hell. Um, but this will do for now, right? All right, hey y'all, stay safe. This shit's not over. No one knows what this COVID thing does to people. I mean, you could be as common as you want to be. You never know. Make sure you take care of yourselves and each other. All right, and just keep yourselves safe and alive, because I want to talk to all of y'all motherfuckers tomorrow. All right. Remember, keepitwarriorsmma.com. And that's it. Spicespros.com, repthewarriors.com. Good night. Catch you guys Wednesday night. And as always, to my brother Andrew up in heaven, or wherever you are, you crazy fuck. Good night, Wilshire.